She was like, eh, and I was like, what's popping? And we got the popping in there.
Boy, what's scrapping? Them bricks are yeah. Lil J on.
Hey guys, I know it's been forever. I've been so absent, but you know what? I'm coming back with a bang. Literally a bang. Like, as you could tell by the title, this is about the time I got in a fight and my mom did not care at all. Like, it was lit. So let me give y'all some background. Like, this was not my first fight. You know, back in high school, everyone has them little high school days. Like, I just let's just say this was my second to last fight. Okay, we're just gonna keep it to that. So I'm not gonna say real names because like literally you could get sued. So I'm gonna say Keisha. So me and Keisha, we was cool. Like, we mad cool. Like, I'm thinking like we from the same place. So I'm like, you know what? We could be friends. We was like, I'm gonna say best friends, but she was one of my good friends. So it was this dude, fake name, named Corey, right? And me and Corey was talking. Keisha knew we all rode the same bus. So this was like my junior year in high school. We all rode the same bus. So long story short, I find out one day while me and Corey was talking that him and Keisha smashed. What? So I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm whipping my hands because I already know, like, I have anger issues. Like, I was mad. Yes, I was real mad. So at that, I was like, okay, I'm cutting her off. This is it. Cut her off, right? So after that, my other friends was like, oh, just give her a second chance, which I should not have done in the first place. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and forgive her. So I forgave her. So I'm like, all right. So me and Corey still talking. All of a sudden, I found out that Corey and Keisha did it for a second time after she sat in my face and apologized. So I'm like, really? Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, that's how we doing things now? So I was like, you know what? That was it. She was mad because I didn't want to be her friend. You smashed my dude. Like, you smashed him. And we were supposed to be cool. So, after that, one day I had popped up at Corey's house. Corey stayed right up the street from me. So I popped up at Corey's house, like, house check with my friend on the phone, and my other friend was with me. So I pop up. When I came in the house, everyone's running. I'm like, oh, it's like 4 people up in here. So one of the dudes was dating my friend I'm on the phone with. I go over there. Keisha and a fake name. Keisha and Emma was over there with Corey and Tayshawn. Corey and Tayshawn. So I'm mad. I'm like, oh, this what we doing? So they try to lock me out the basement. So I kicked in that thing.
Like, swat. Door went in.
I did not care. So I walked in the backyard. I'm like, what's up? Like, this how we doing it? Some other friend, she grabbed me. She's like, let's go. So I'm leaving. Corey gonna chase after me, talking about some, oh, what's
wrong? I said,
F you, I'm done, peace.
Had to cut him off then. So this was a 3-month beef. I do not beef for that long. That is too long for beef to be occurring and brewing. Like, who got time to be beefing for 3 whole months? So after that, like, I was not talking to her. Yes, I was talking about her. I was real messy. I was talking about her. I was calling her a thought, like, everything, because that's how I felt about her. So after that, she texts me she kicks me one day, and she's like, oh, you're a snake, you're this, you're that. I'm like, we not even cool, so why are you talking to me? I was in class with Corey, so Corey's like, oh, let me
see the messages. So he's like, oh, this ain't true. She lying. What's up? She lying.
So he all mad, which hypes me up because, like, I just got hyped. I'm like, oh, she lied, she wanna lie. What's up? I'm down with it. So that's when, like, she had, the next day, she didn't go to school. I'm on a bus. We're on the way home. So I have a sister. Her name's Michaela. I can say her name. I have a sister. Her name Michaela. Keisha has a sister, too. So we get to her stop. Her sister gets off the bus, right? Next thing I know, I see Keisha coming to the bus. I'm like, oh, she finna get on the bus. We finna fight. We finna bang. Like, we finna go. So she gets there. She just looks at the bus and she waits for the bus to pull off. I'm like, So then she wait, and I'm looking out the back window like, what's good? She gonna do this. I said, huh? Am I supposed to hop off this moving vehicle to like get you? So next day we on a bus morning. It's too early in the morning, but something told me to wear my Timberlands. Look, I'm from DC, like I'm not with it. Like, nope. So I wear my Timberlands. And Tayshawn and Cody was talking about Keisha. Keisha sat in the front of the bus. Her assigned seat is by me. But she didn't want to do that. She ain't want to do that. So she's sitting in the front of the bus. And so Tayshawn, he hands me a butt like, what?
Paul with this? What Paul with this? And I'm
Like, yo, you wildin'. So he turns around and she come back there like, oh,
You talking?
I'm like, so my sister was all like, if you don't, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is me, like, this between me and her. So I stand up, I'm like, what? And she's like, you,
Uno, dos, tres. Keep in mind, this girl not Hispanic at all. She's black and white. She's like, uno, dos, tres. We're talking out of there. At this time, I'm pissed. I'm like,
like, yeah, man.
so at the time, I'm about to like, what? The bus, like, I had my hand like this, so the bus, she zoomed back there. I don't know how she did, like, Superman. So she gets Superman powers, grab me, and she's like, no, don't do that. I'm like, okay, well, she came back here to me. I'm not saying nothing about her. She came to me. So the bus driver was all like, well, her assigned seat back here. I said, no, her assigned seat is by me. Like, she could sit by me. You know, trying to be sneaky with it. Like, she could sit by me. So then that's when the bus driver was all like, what? I'm like, yeah, she could sit by me. Like, I'm not playing. So that's when, oh, Tayshawn was like, don't do it to her, bro. Don't do it to her. She was like, you think she could beat my? I said, no, I know I can. Like, I know I can. Duh. So that's when the bus driver makes her go back to the front. So that's when I'm just sitting there like, all right, like I'm mad. I'm just sitting there like shaking. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. So I'm plotting on getting her in school. So that's when, as soon as we pull up to the school, like she's like, oh, you come to the front. So the administrator come up there and get us off the bus. I'm like, I'm not gonna get in trouble for something I didn't do. Like, I didn't even hit her. So we go to the office and he's sitting up there like, oh, what happened? So I told him like exactly what I'm telling y'all. He's like, oh, we could get one day. No. So he's like, you could get kicked off the bus or get suspended. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. Like, I'm not getting suspended. So I never cried. That shows weakness to me. So I'm sitting there like, I'm furious. I'm like, crying. So let's just say I didn't get suspended that time. So me and her, we just not talking. That was sometime in November. Me and Keisha, we just not talking no more. I'm just still throwing shots. Like, I'm just looking at her in the hallway like, when I don't like somebody, I don't like being around them. It gives me bad vibes. So I'm just sitting here. This time it was in December before Christmas break. So it was on Monday. It's about to be lit. It was a Monday. And for some reason, like, Keisha came to school in a hoodie, boots, and some leggings. Me, on the other hand, I came to school, thank God, for Timberlands, some jeans with a hole in it, a tight tank top with a gray cardigan. Then I come to school to fight. I had my clip-ins in, too. So the whole day, she kept bumping into me and bumping into me and bumping into me. I'm like, all right, this is what we not going to do. I'm not, like, I just don't like that. So when I'm mad, I don't eat. So at lunch, I'm shaking. I'm like, I can't even eat. Like, it was chili cheese Frito day, and it was bomb, and I couldn't even eat it. Like, I was so sad. So I'm telling my friends, I'm like, I'm going to fight her today. Like, I'm going to fight her. Like, I just feel it in the atmosphere. So on the way to class, I don't even know what period it is. On the way to class, she like said something slick.
I'm like, what?
You know, trying to make a scene. I'm like, what's your side?
What's your side? She's like, anybody even talking to you? Anybody even talking to you? I'm like, you was talking to me. So that's when her teacher makes.
I'm in the classroom.
I'm like, wait till that bell ring. Wait till that bell ring.
So I go in class, and everyone's like, what was that, Kendra? What was that? I was like, she been trying me, like, so of course, Corey over here instigating.
Like, oh yeah, she has been trying you up, but
This is your fault, too. I don't really want to talk to you. So my friend, Kevin comes in the classroom. He's
Like, oh, Keisha looking for you. She looking for you in the hallway. She trying to sneak you. She trying to sneak you. She claimed you too big for the fight. I'm
like, oh. So I told my teacher, I'm like,
I'm going to the bathroom. And he already knew.
I was not going to the bathroom. He knew I was going to bang. So he just was like,
okay, like, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
So she's sitting down in the hallway with someone else doing work. I'm like, I'm standing over her. So I'm like, what's up? Like, why I'm hearing you trying to sneak me? She's like,
oh, get away from me. Get away from me. She's trying to get
the teacher's attention in the next in the next door. She's like, excuse me, this teacher, she's trying to do this. I'm like, let me just walk away. So I go in the bathroom trying to calm down. Keep in mind, I have been clipping. I'm trying to calm down. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. So I go out that bathroom. I'm like looking for a ponytail at this point. So I go to further down the hallway, and I see my friend Vonnie. I can say her name. Hey baby, shout out to Vonnie. So I see my friend Vonnie, and I'm like, at that time her hair was cut. I'm like, so you have a
ponytail? She's like, my hair's cut. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, why, what's going on? I'm like, I'm about to fight. She's like, no, don't do it. So I come out the bathroom,
and Kevin and Cody, how we all in the same class, but all of us out. They come to me like, oh, she's trying to
sneak you. So at this time, I'm
like, all right, I'm waiting for the bell. I see her, she coming this way. So I'm like, what's up? So I just stopped. And she was like, trying to be cute with it. So I turned around, like, she walked past me, so I turned around with her, like, I heard you trying to sneak me. You like, what's up? Keep in mind, no one's in the hall but me, Vonnie, Cody, Kevin, Keisha, and all of a sudden my old friend, Megan, that's not her name, but fake name, Megan came out too. So Megan's like, oh, y'all need to stop. So I get all up in my face. I'm like, I'm in your face.
Are you gonna hit me? Like, are you gonna hit me?
So she didn't. So she turns around and I'm like, yeah,
walk away, do good, yay. So
that's when she walks away, but she comes back. She's like, I should have this.
She was trying to say sock me, but in my brain I thought she hit me, so I blacked out. Like, I said, pop. That was that. Like, we get to fighting more. I get to fighting because she not really hitting me bad. So at this point, we fighting. I'm like, I threw up against the wall. I'm like, bah, 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 woo, woo. So then at this point, my friend Megan trying to break it up, and I'm like, no.
Get off of me.
So that's when she like, when I put my head down, she grabbed my clippings. I was like, it's a wrap. Like, a fighting tip of the day. If someone grab your hair, snatch it back. If it come out, it's okay, buy some more. So I snatched my hair back, my clippings, zoom, clip, everything gone. Like, I had like 2 clips left in my head. I said, you know, I don't even care. It's a wrap now. So I'm still going at it. So when Megan tried to break it up, I tripped over Megan's leg. So it was an awkward position. We laying side by side like this to each other. This is me. So I'm turning and like I have Timberlands on. So I'm turning trying to get to her. So I'm like this, like bah, 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 still trying to like fight on the ground. Like I didn't even attempt to get up or nothing. So that's why I just take her by her hair. I just take both my fingers like bam, bam, like right in her face, like
right in her face, and she's like just eating it.
So that's when finally gets broken up. She's like,
wait, my real, I'm
like, okay, you just got your beat up.
So it was hype. At first when we was fighting, I wasn't even mad, but afterwards I'm sounding like a demon. I'm like,
you know
how you be? So that's when my shirt is ripped. I'm out here shaking and my bra out. And I didn't even know. But I went to the office. No, I called my mom before I went to the office. I'm like, Mom.
She's like, what? I was like, I just got in a fight. She's like, well, who? I was like, well, Keisha. She was like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm like,
that's the first. So we go in the office and I'm just like, my mom came. She came to the school and she's like, okay, well, actually I put my clip-ins back in. That's that when I put them things back in. And at first they put me in a room, but her mother and sister came. They was all looking at me, and I laughed in their face because I just beat up their daughter and sister. And I just laughed in their face, and the officer had to escort me to a different room. So my mom came.
And when she saw them, she was all like, I hope my daughter, like, she's just like talking to the mother like.
And so after that, she comes up in there, and I'm sitting in the office with the officer and then the assistant principal. She's like,
I mean, I already told y'all what was going to happen. Like, what did you expect? Like, she's been messing with my daughter. This is a strike, like, 2, 3. So, what you want me to do?
So, I'm just sitting there, and I had giggled a little. At this part, my mom just looked at me. She's like, you think
this is funny? So, I'm like, yeah, like, it's hilarious. Excuse me. She's like, you think this is funny? I'm like, so that's when she tried to put on a front, like, oh, don't be laughing, this and the third. So
we get out to the car, and she's laughing, like, oh,
you beat her up, didn't you? I'm like, oh, yes, like, we good? I'm like, yes, I did. I sure did that.
I did that. I got 4 days of suspension. I had to come back to school on Friday and take all my one day, all my finals. But at that point, like, she did not care. Like, I didn't get no punishment. I just got suspended. That was it. Like, that was it. And I was so happy. Like, she watched the video. She shows people the video still to this day because she already knew what was happening because she know how I am. So that's pretty much the final of the story. Like, that's all I have to say about the story. So give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe, y'all. Like, I really do need to post more videos, but y'all need to subscribe to me so I can get that motivation. So thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. That's a crazy heart, but love y'all. Bye. Peace.
Selling brick, yeah. It's your boy Lil Scrappy. Them bricks are